UTV channel presents the XL model. It's the XL model project. At the casting, the judges selected 24 girls who will continue to fight for the title of the first plus-size model of Russia. Today, they will pass 3 difficult tests, and after each of them, the participants will leave the project. It's a strict selection, and only half of them will stay after the end of the day. A luxurious house awaits the girls, but there are only 12 places in it. Before getting into the mansion and learning the modeling profession, the participants must make a difficult choice. Are they ready to be completely naked in front of the cameras and Nikolai Ovechkin? When standing on the podium during the casting, almost every one of you tried to convince me that you were ready for anything. Today, I want to check that out. You'll have to undress.
I had shock in my eyes, and I didn't know what to do. And here I turned catatonic.
Those ready to do it will have a place in the silver room. You will have to go there.
Undressed to what extent?
Fully naked.
Well, honestly, such a panic starts inside of you. You think, what the hell? The first day, the first test, that's rough. Of course we were surprised, stunned with shock. My knees were shaking. How is this so? We weren't ready to leave today. I just first of all thought about my reputation after this. Do I need it? Am I ready for this?
If you're not ready, then it's at this stage of the project that we have to part.
We were all confused. We didn't expect it. Can I come through, yes?
Come on in.
And what is this for? Can you tell me? Let me come through.
If you're shy, I think it's not worth hiding yourself. The world is divided into 2 parts. Those who will never dare to undress, and the active majority.
Completely naked.
Completely naked. In this room, our silver room, as you can see, there's still a little space.
No, I'm a noble model.
And Yana Sedakova decided that she did not have as much nobility as Alina.
I will go, whatever. I saw that everyone had gone. Somewhere the thought flashed through my mind. What should I do? Why have I waited for so long? I'm ready.
Come on in.
It was probably a stupor. I was in it for a long time, apparently. I thought about whether I needed it or not. I decided that I would do anything for the sake of my dream. I'm ready.
Come on in. Well, are you ready to undress?
Yes, ready.
Get undressed.
I thought it lasted forever, half an hour, 40 minutes.
What are you standing there for? Get undressed. Looking at each other.
I said, Dariana, damn, I'm scared. And she replied that she had a case when she was standing naked while filming a movie, and there were 150 people there. And I thought, well, are you serious? Are you serious? Undress, get undressed. Well, what's the difference? I'm already come here. I've already taken off my parao. What's there? What else is there left to show there? When Nikolai said, what are you standing there for? Undress. I undressed. I think I was the only one. My shirt right away.
Get dressed.
Who rustled the dresses there?
I needed to understand absolutely clearly how determined the girls are. Because sometimes models face a task to overcome. Not for posing, not for some specific facial expressions, but to overcome yourself and decide on an action. After this, I realized that there were difficult trials ahead, where the girls would do anything for the sake of victory. For the first test, all the girls must change into identical white blouses and jeans, choosing the one that emphasizes their curvy shapes most favorably. And while the participants are choosing their clothes, the judges have already taken their places in front of the podium and are ready to announce the first competition's rules. The girls were divided randomly into 6 fours. In turn, they will go to the jury and show themselves from the most advantageous side. None of the girls has any idea what kind of test awaits them. The first to go to the judges, Anastasia Lenevkina,
I'm not afraid at all, by the way.
Elizaveta Rainey, Anastasia Alexandrova, and Yana Efimova. Girls, the first test is waiting for you right now. According to its results, a maximum of 13 participants can remain in the show. In front of you, there are boxes in which surprises have been prepared for you. With these surprises, you will need to make a collective photo, in which you'll look brighter than the surprise prepared for you. You will have one chance and one shot. Let's get started.
Oh! Oh, hi! What a beauty you are! Hello, sweet. And how should I take it? Take it with your hands. Hello, my dear. Excuse me, but how do you greet a crocodile? Thank God, I thought it would be a snake. What a pleasant surprise, my God.
Anyone who does not pick up the animal leaves immediately.
I got a crocodile. I'm afraid of all animals like it. When I saw it crawling out of the box, I realized that, well, it's hell. It can bite off my hand. It's a panic. I got a raven. As a result, this bird pooped. I think that's good luck and that it's for the best. I want a crocodile now.
Get ready. 3, 2, 1, shot.
In this photo, you failed to come up with a composition. We have looked at your work and understand that none of you 4 can remain. In the Excel model project, we tell you goodbye. Please, can I have one more chance? I'm afraid of crocodiles. I'm not. Thank you very much. Please, all 4 of you leave. If I didn't fit into plus size now because I didn't take a picture, I didn't have time with a crocodile, well then the modeling business is not for me.
Coming up next, how many girls will remain after the animal test?
Unfortunately, you won't be able to stay in our project.
What surprise did Pavel Rakov prepare for the participants? The task is totally simple, but this is only at first glance.
I love my cheeks!
Who will not overcome the transformation and instead leave the race?
It's really stupid because she took someone else's place.
What styles will the girls set, and how will the judges react to them?
Okay, so?
And most importantly, who will go to the luxurious mansion and who will go home today?
Well, girls, in my hands, I have the photo of a participant who remains in the project.
Don't miss it. Welcome back to the Excel model. Earlier, the judges arranged a provocative test for the girls. You'll have to undress.
Undress to what extent?
Fully naked. And at the beginning of the very first test, all the first 4 participants were sent home.
All 4 of you leave.
What awaits the others? Where will Pavel Rakov bring them? Will the judges recognize the girls after a fabulous transformation? And who will they consider worthy to participate in the project?
Let's agree at once to judge honestly and objectively.
The most lush and beautiful at the Excel model. The second 4 were Victoria Hasanova, Leila Omar, Alina Sarsengelieva, and Violetta Melnikova.
The girls were squeaking so much that it's too scary to go out now. Let's go.
Let's get started.
Wow, just wow. I still have goosebumps on my skin because I've never seen anything like this. I just really love animals. I think I'd rather take it in my hands. Here, such a fluffy baby. I liked it. I really liked it in general. And I got a crocodile. It's so cool. It's just unreal. When I saw it, I just had such a flurry of emotions. I just gathered them and picked myself up. Dude, you're cool. It was, well, just unforgettable. In fact, it was really very cool.
3, 2, 1, shot. Thanks. Right after this shot, the unsuccessful participant of the photo shoot should leave.
I tried to read some emotions of something else in the expressions of their faces. But for some reason, my premonition, well, it wasn't even a premonition probably, it was just self-confidence that at least I would go further.
It so happened that everyone in this photo came out successfully. You all go through to the next stage.
Thanks! I passed! That's so cool! I am just happy that we have passed, and I'm very glad that we overcame this test. The heart, you could say, skipped a beat. It just shrank so much. Well, Asian girl, yes.
Asian girl, I think even if she was holding a lion in her hands, the layout of her face and emotion is cold. She seems to be ready to defeat any animal, human, anyone in the shot. I also like that somehow. They all look well together. They tried, well, at least a little bit.
They were Charlie's Angels.
To interact with each other. Because after all, photo...
With each other and with animals.
Yes, and the photo turned out good. And it was an overall wholesome photo, not just everyone by themselves. The third four were Daria Yatsenko, the ideal wife, Bogdana Samulenko, the fortune teller, Angelina Polyushina, and mum's daughter, Aliona Chudinkova.
You're my beauty, my sweet. Can I get it? Yes?
Of course.
Don't be afraid, my baby. I liked interacting with it. I needed to do something to stand out so that the animal did not overshadow me. I got down on one knee right away and took the fox and, well, we kissed. I got a little pig when I saw it. Oh my God, I was so happy. I thought, it's so small, such a piggy. And thinking, this is a sign from above and I will succeed. My husband and I affectionately call each other Piggy at home.
It's a collective photo and you should get closer. 3, 2, 1, shot. Angelina, it's as if you hid behind this animal. And I didn't even see the slightest joy on your face. Angelina, you're leaving the project right now. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I wasn't upset. I think I have everything ahead of me. And if they take me for the second season, I'll come back for the second season. Alona, you looked good and held on at the casting stage. Girls, you're standing next to you from whom you are fundamentally different. Although you are also an XL model, but there is such a thing as growth, and you are now just lost in their background. And this Bogdana came out with me, well, so lofty, just a tower really, plus heels, I think. Well, why do you need them? Damn, they could have given her, I don't know, some ballet flats. And Dariana, they're kind of big girls. Firstly, one is as tall as, I don't know, Aspen, and Dariana is naturally big. Still, I'm also far from being skinny either. I got lost among them. You are leaving our project. I think the judges were unfair. Just because of height. I don't want to say anything.
Bogdana, you had a fox in your hands. You found a position that was advantageous for you, you got down on one knee, took the animal in your hand, and when I told you to be ready, you were ready. You work with your hair. So far, this is your strong point. And you come out well in this photo. You pass on.
Thanks. Such a big adrenaline rush. My hands are shaking. Of course it's cool. Dariana. A big girl and a little rabbit. I watched you closely and wondered if you could look advantageous in this combination. If you would not seem somewhat comical against the background of a small rabbit, you were partners. I really liked it that you know how to be a partner even with an animal. That's why you'll continue to participate in our project. Thank you very much. I am, of course, ready to move in. I'm just ready to drop things and just go. Where to? Out of town, somewhere else. You want me to be with animals. You want me in a stable. Anywhere I'm ready.
I think I simply saved Angelina. Because as she was coming out, I thought she would fall.
It's a torment to her in heels.
Yes, just a test. She has already come out sour, incomprehensible, no matter what we offer her. Even if we said to her, take your shoes off and lie down, she would also have this face. Even if you don't like this animal, you need to make the camera believe you can't live without each other.
But Dariana opened up very well.
Dariana did a good job.
With a little rabbit. It was really touching.
The next to go to the podium, Yana Sedakova, Yulia Rybakova, the officer's wife, Elena Pashtuk, and Kuban Cossack, Anna Kalyavka. You will have one chance and one shot. Right after this test, one of you will leave. You can open your boxes.
When I took this crocodile, I was scared, and then apparently there was some kind of love between us. Maybe I was a crocodile in a previous life. I don't know. Such love was there. I took it. I even wanted to kiss it, honestly. You can do anything you want. Just remember that this is a group photo.
3, 2, 1, shot.
Yana, how did you cope with the excitement? I thought you wouldn't take a crocodile. No, I thought I wouldn't take it. I looked at its claws. In addition to its jaws, its claws are also big. I thought I was going to take it and it would scratch me. Well, I took it. It turned out to be so warm and pleasant.
Yana, we looked at how you worked, how you started interacting with the animal. We saw you pause. Perhaps it was confusion, maybe there was even a fright. But what happened afterwards, you did everything beautifully, competently, clearly. And thank you from me and the crocodile. We say yes.
Yulia, the parameters of your figure differ significantly from most of the participants. I can get bigger. You know that you're ready for any changes. I think that we may soon not realize that it is actually you. You can change, reshape yourself as you like. I'm just a proponent of saving time. We only have one life. I can do it. I'm going to do it. Of course, I take a risk with what's coming next. I don't know what the result will be. I really forgot who you were photographed with. Because there were more of you in this picture than just a mini pig, therefore you stay in our project. I, among all of these girls, am small, but I can be seen, kinda. I don't get lost in this collective photo.
Elena, at the casting and now, I speak quite positively about your appearance, and now about what you are doing in the shot. I think I shouldn't keep up the intrigue for a long time because you already understand that you're one of my favorites. Go ahead. You're in the project.
Thanks. I think everything will be great from now on. Next, we'll go to the house, radically change the styles and hairstyles. We will learn to walk. Well, everything will be driving forward. Cool. And the main thing is that I participate in all of this. Anna, unfortunately, there was no professionalism here in this shot. And it didn't work out at all. There was no rabbit. You were in a strange pose. You separated from the girls a little bit. Yes, I understood everything, thanks, yes. You completely blocked the rabbit's face. And instead of a rabbit, you got a mitten. Your hand and a rabbit fur ass on it. Well, you know best, of course. Yes, unfortunately. And it just turned out to be a very unattractive shot. Okay. We had one chance. You missed it. Yes, thank you. Therefore, unfortunately, you will not be able to stay in our project. Thanks, I love you. Thank you very much. I got everything I wanted. I wanted to be here. I wanted to cheer myself up and be surrounded by positive emotions. That's why everything is great. I liked the ease with which Anna accepted her loss.
It seems she was actually in a hurry to leave.
Probably she was tired and really understood and realized that the life of a model is tough. It seems to me that she came out here drooping, without enthusiasm.
And the next 4 participants were lucky enough to pass the test in full. Victoria Kudryashova, Evgenia Tupikova, Victoria Makarova, and Anastasia Kirichenko remain in the show and continue to fight for the title of the main plus-size model of Russia.
I do not know what awaits me next, but I already like what the project offers.
What a well-coordinated team.
They have already made friends with each other.
The last to go to the podium will be Elena Terakina, Valeria Nocheva, Sasha Konyakina, and Sabina Husyanova.
Let's go!
Now you'll have a group photo. Let's get started. 1 shot, 1 photo, 1 chance.
I got confused and they saw it. I got a crocodile. And I was confused by the thought, what if it bites me? I wasn't afraid of getting any animal. I was afraid that I would get worms that I'd have to eat. That's it. I didn't care about the rest.
3, 2, 1, shot.
Eleanor, did you go catatonic when you saw a crocodile? At first, a little bit. I was scared.
Is anyone here sure that you turned out better than the animal in your hands?
Me. I think my pose was normal. Quite interesting. Maybe I wasn't as soft as my rabbit. But I wanted to show myself, not a rabbit.
In fact, this rarely happens. And I'm both a little scared and glad about this fact. We got a really good, high quality, and I think right casting. And you just got a good, correct collective shot.
Wow, thanks. Well, I was sure I would pass because we got a great photo.
At the very beginning, I said there would be 13 of you left. There will be a few more of you left. You all pass on.
Thanks. I don't feel there's competition. There are quite a few hippos there. Besides that, everything is fine.
My jelly beans!
Even I was glad.
It's just such a foursome. I just stood up. All are beautiful, all are well. 4 different types stood up. Well, someone there may have bucked, but who was there? What kind of animals? I don't remember them, because I remember 4 cool faces. Girls, you've passed a huge casting.
Now we see before us 17 bright, beautiful, splendid, and confident future XL models. Next, your transformation awaits you. Go ahead.
After the first photo shoot, 17 participants remain on the project. The girls were sure they were going for a transformation, as the judges had promised them. Imagine their surprise when arriving at the appointed place, they saw the project's judge, psychologist Pavel Rakov. What had he prepared for them? You have all passed a very large, tough selection. We don't want to see those who came here by mistake, or those who want to try to solve their internal psychological problems through this project. And only the very best of the best deserve to wear this title. XL model. The model is always in sight. She must show herself in all her glory, to show what she carries. If you're unsure of yourself, it will only get worse. Self-confidence will be very expensive. While you were at the casting, I watched a video of your participation in it. I began to doubt 5 of you. This is Victoria Makarova, Anastasia Kirichenko, Sabina Husyanova, Victoria Kudrashova, and Valeria Nacheva.
In fact, when we were all standing, I clearly understood that I would be one of these 5.
Please, those girls I have named, take your place on the pedestals, and the rest will be spectators today. Please make yourself comfortable and have a seat. Now I'm going to show you something that I can't ignore. It's a video with your participation. The first is Victoria Makarova.
After all, I don't really fully accept myself in such a body. It's absolutely for sure. Well, because apparently there is this setting in my head that if you are overweight, then a man will not love you. He won't love you, or you won't meet him.
There's no need to transfer experiences from your real life to the XL model project. Anastasia Kirichenko.
Hello.
Let's look at what you said.
Plump. You see, I'm smiling. Please, excuse me. And the cheeks of the plump ones cover their eyes and smear all the makeup. That's the biggest problem of plump ones. Cheeks. They say you have your own beautiful hair. That's the biggest problem of plump ones. Cheeks. They say you have your own beautiful hair, and I don't believe it. I'm more comfortable with a chinion.
Smile so that your cheeks cover your eyes.
Anastasia, me too. Look.
Look, everyone has it here. But you're the one who has the problem with it.
Damn, the first thing I saw, yes, what he said, really.
Anastasia attaches excessive importance to many things that could be ignored. After all, she is an XL model. So, Valeria Nacheva, let's see what you said.
I've always wanted to lose weight. I had a constant desire to lose weight. And that's how it all snowballs and nothing works out. I really look at the situation that they could simply not take me. Well, then it's not my time. I was talking about myself 4 years ago, that I had complexes, even though I was thinner than now. And then after giving birth, I gained weight and began to love myself. I didn't know how they would react to me. I may be the most beautiful on this planet, but I didn't know how people who saw me for the first time would react to me. Now I know, now I'm sure.
I don't quite believe you in what you say. You were born a star and you will remain a star forever. That's what the right attitude should be. Sabina Husyanova. Will we watch?
Let's watch. How I look, I would like to change my breasts. Probably something with my breasts. But there is no limit to perfection. I might even change everything. I would slightly correct my nose.
There is another point of view. After all, they are different. I look at you and I like you. I don't want to change anything about you, for example. And you want to change.
I want to when the time comes for that. That is, if there is an opportunity for me.
The time has come now. Victoria Kudrashova. We'll watch?
Yes. So I gained weight and I couldn't look at myself in the mirror. And there were already complexes developing. After that, my starting point was that I was embarrassed. To go to the pool in a swimsuit, go swimming, I decided that this was my chance to join your project.
For me, you are now the most insecure girls on the project. But I have an additional test for you. But if you do not pass this test, you will go home. It was hard for the girls for one simple reason. They were practically in full view of the other participants. They were shaking. And this was just the first part of the test. The task is extremely simple, but this is only at first glance. I have a noise meter. This is a specific device that measures sound. Now you will take turns in shouting. You need to shout in such a way as to show all the passion, all your emotions. It's not a request for help. Help, save me, leave me in the project. but this is proof of what your inner passion is, what your emotions are. And the louder you shout, and the more passion you have, the more chance you have to stay in the project. With the help of the noise meter, my task was to distract their attention from the special task. And the special task is what kind of message they carry with their scream. After all, a scream can be like a plea for help. A scream can be like a pig squeal, and a scream can be like a cry of happiness or a request. Victoria Makarova, are you ready?
Ready. I love myself!
95.8.
The first thing that came to my mind was that state of confidence. To show what is happening now, how I feel right now, and to shout exactly this phase about love. I love myself. I love myself. Well, go ahead. Learn to love yourself.
Anastasia.
I love my cheeks.
You held out for 5 seconds. 100.1.
When I shouted, I felt better. After the scream, these emotions, when I shouted, I really just... I think that's it. I shouted out what, and then decibel 1 or 3 or something. I made it so it was heard by me, and then there are decibels, and then suddenly, where are your cheeks? They're on. That's it. I'll cut you short. I have a perfect face, a cool figure. I will win this project.
If you fought like that in the ring, you'd lose.
She was standing with such a stony face, haughty, arrogant, as if, damn. And it's so clear that, like, why the am I standing here at all? And I must sit there. I'm a star. I didn't like her behavior. Even though she was trying to somehow prove that she was confident, I didn't believe her.
Sabina.
Yeah.
I really liked how Sabina Husyanova, just relaxing, screamed. There was no internal tension, no stiffness of any kind. There was self-confidence, and there was self-love. But not everyone agrees with Pavel Rakov.
I was embarrassed for Husenova. It was awkward because she's a psychologist. I expected her to understand what was going on. She did it all very quietly, and the girls and I were so pursed. That is, we expected more.
You lasted more than 5 seconds, and that's good. 97.8, and that's not enough. Please, Victoria.
I'm the best! Victory is mine!
Looks like hysteria, 3 seconds, but the volume is high, 103.5. Girls, in fact, the noise meter was an excuse. I wasn't checking your vocal cords. Here it was necessary to show what you have inside. Here you revealed your own inner feelings. And those who already love themselves and do not ask to be loved will remain in the project. And it's not about a man, but about the inner component, about self-love, first of all. Today we say goodbye to you.
Oh, I really agree with the decision that they kicked out Victoria Makarova. Thanks, I'll try again.
Don't give up.
Yes, thanks. Upstart, insecure girl. I've always been told here. I already know about her, being in another city, that she's like, yap, yap, yap. She swears with everyone. She has conflicts at work.
Anastasia, you're such a bright, interesting girl.
Thanks.
The way you laugh. I ate your cake. I liked it.
How's the cake?
You know, I thought you wouldn't ask. Well, you're a star. How can I kick you out after that? But we have to do it, my beauty. We have to say goodbye to you. Goodbye.
Thank you for the opportunity. I think that the girls who dropped out, they just didn't have that spark. It was necessary not just to shout, but to vent their emotions. I quite agree. There can be no weak here. Either you're a model or you're nobody, that's all.
Valeria, do you know what I thought? I thought you didn't try hard enough.
I tried my best.
But what I also thought of, what I'm really sure of, is your inner peace. Because when there is calmness, there is inner self-confidence. And you stay.
Thanks.
Valeria Necheva's scream was the quietest of all. But this doesn't mean that she was the most insecure of all, but rather, on the contrary, calm. She's 100% ready to continue working. Valeria has both the core and the foundation needed for the XL model competition. Sabina, you know there's such a proverb, a lion does not need to shout in the forest. Everyone already knows that it's a lion. The master, yes, the king of the animals. I like the way you shouted. The scream was long, the scream was strong, the scream was self-confident. There was a core inside. It was the scream of the master. Perhaps you'll go far in this project. You have a great future. Time will tell. We'll see. You're staying.
Thanks. In general, there is such a technique in therapy. You need to shout. Well, this is used very rarely. And I've never done that either, honestly. And it was a great opportunity, God, to shout in the middle of Moscow to the whole square. A wonderful feeling.
Victoria Kudryashova, you shouted the loudest. You tried. It was obvious. But the test was not about decibels.
I understand.
I didn't feel happiness in your scream.
I'm happy.
There was aggression. There was a lot of power in that scream. But there was no freedom. It feels like she was ready, with the help of this force, as with a sledgehammer, to kill all competitors. You can feel it. A woman should still have plasticity, harmony, grace, this relaxation, psychological flexibility, and this scream had to show it too. Coming up next, how will the girls react to the new looks created in the Look Lab?
Awesome.
Is hair growth related to natural phenomena? Girls, there's a new moon today. Everyone's hair will grow back. Which of the girls will not agree to the transformation and go home?
She said that I'd rather go home. I won't let them cut off an inch or dry my hair. I won't allow anything.
You will be shocked. The judges don't recognize the girls.
Have you participated in a casting?
And who will they choose to participate in the XL model show? Don't miss it. This is the XL model. Earlier, all the participants successfully passed the provocation from the judges, but some did not manage the first photo shoot on the project and left the race.
So after all, I need to lose weight and arrange my life the way I wanted.
The jury chose the most beautiful. My jelly beans.
Even I was glad.
Confidence test. Pavel Rakov has already sent 2 girls home, and now Victoria Kudryashova was in front of him. What will his decision be? This is not how self-confident people scream. It was not a scream of victory. It was a challenge for yourself. Almost hysteria. I'm sorry. These qualities will not help you realize yourself in our project. You needed to come here already as a winner. Therefore, today, we say goodbye to you. Victoria, goodbye. Valeria, Sabina, you have proved that you can take a worthy place in this project. Join the rest of the girls. I'm sure they want to congratulate you. Stylists and Nikolai Ovechkin are waiting for you now. And I want to hear a shout of victory from you.
Whee!
So after an unexpected test, which Pavel Rakov arranged for the most insecure girls, in his opinion, there are 14 participants left in the project. Now they're heading straight into the hands of Nikolai Ovechkin. Under his leadership, there will be a complete transformation of the project's participants. And the creator of the Style Laboratory, Igor Stoyanov, agreed to help Nikolai. Igor opened his first salon back in 1994, and today his network of 100 professional beauty salons is one of the largest in Russia. Probably there is not a single head that the hands of Igor Stoyanov's masters did not touch. His staff worked with Alla Pugacheva, Philip Kirkorov, Ivan Urgant, and many other stars, and even with the president of our country. For many years, Stoyanov was responsible for the hairstyles of models at Moscow Fashion Week, designer Valentin Yadashkin's shows, and at the Eurovision Song Contest. Igor Stoyanov's work is scheduled for many months ahead, but today he found time for our project. And he will personally lead the creation of new styles for our participants. Individuality is highly important for models. If I had met you on the street, you would have passed me by, like all the other girls. I would not have paid attention to you. Now for me, you're like a blank sheet of paper. We can draw anything on it. It's exactly what we'll do today with Igor Stoyanov and his professional team. Our task, everything hidden inside you in your big hearts, we will just pull it out a little bit and you will take shape. Well, and you know that hair is not teeth.
They'll grow back.
I suggest we move on with this modest slogan. Well, a little bit later, already in new styles, you'll have to be photographed for a portfolio. Well, let's not delay. Let's get started. Bogdana, Evgenia, Yulia Rybakova, Elena Pashtuk. It seems the news that the participants will have to part with their usual styles and get new ones stunned Yulia Rybakova, the queen of plastic surgery. It seems the girl is seriously scared of the transformation. Let's sit down and finish talking.
Well, I can't have it now.
Let's go, sit down.
I'm not staying. Excuse me,
Come
please.
on, we'll just talk.
You can tell me now that I'm not in the project, as the producers intended.
Well, that's why I don't want to say that you're not in the project. I want you to stay in the project.
And I can't stay. I swear it, I can't stay.
Lady Rybakova, where did you go? Have a seat. But the participant headed for the exit, and Igor Stoyanov and Nikolai Ovechkin barely managed to intercept her. Yulia, darling, you know perfectly well what potential you have.
Please, this show is just not for me. I already work on foreign platforms. I like it there. Yulia Rybakova was hysterical. I knew that she wasn't going to go through any transformations. Because when the girls were standing on the podiums and talking to Pavel, Yulia told me that I won't let them cut off a centimeter or dye my hair. I won't allow anything. I said, how do you plan to take part in the project? She said, I'd rather leave. She, in fact, does not really need this project. These girls can't compete with me. I have achieved so much. You said correctly, I am a finished project. I can't stay on the project for many reasons. I'm definitely not ready to change the length and color, and I definitely don't want to experiment with already healthy hair that I have grown.
I asked her several times when she was on the podium, why have you come? You have an audience, you're the finished product. She said, no, I will do a lot.
I know what it's like to be trained as a model, and all the girls here are newbies. If I went here knowing that I would be learning new tricks, working with some other designers, doing something new, I would understand that I could bear it. But now I have to pass tests, which maybe at the age of 20 a newcomer girl would do, and do so with a bang. But I already have status, do you understand?
Yulia, but there is another level. You're an example for these girls. Any show gives support to their talents. Well, at some point, she will regret leaving early. Well, Yulia Rybakova did not dare to transform. So she leaves the show.
Well, it's really stupid because she took someone else's place. I don't understand at all why she came.
After her departure, 13 girls remain on the project. Meanwhile, the participants take their seats in the chairs of Igor Stoyanov's staff, and with some apprehension, await what will happen to them now.
Nice hair, but you won't keep it, sorry. Don't say that now.
When the masters started their work, and their scissors touched the girl's hair, some girls broke down.
Oh, mommy. Holy hell. I felt so sorry for her. That's rough. Of course, she didn't want to get a haircut. It was the most difficult thing for her. Well, that's what happens. Look, there, look, I've had my hair cut off too. What did you get cut off? 3 hairs?
Are you really worried about your hair?
No, damn, I just decided to cry.
I really hate long hair on big women. I'm sorry about that, because there is zero
But why
aesthetics
and
in this.
where?
Wait, because for a large body volume and high growth to look pretty, the hair volume should be 3 times larger.
Yes, so I have such a fat face.
You'll have a beautiful face. You have a good face layout. What are you imagining? I know thousands of bald models with highly profitable contracts. You're just a participant. You're just the material for us to make the final product out of you. Either you trust us and you're in the project, or you can safely pack up, pick up your cut off hair off the floor, and go home.
Don't move, pretty girl. I'm going to look like a man now. You won't. Don't get upset. It'll be cool for you. No, it won't. I used my hair as coverage and now I can't.
Girls, today is a new moon. Everyone's hair will grow back. Igor, you're a top professional, stop it. Look, I am, but hairdressers all know that. Oh no. I'm telling you. Yes, Igor, you're lying, truly. Don't believe it. People go get a haircut according to the lunar calendar. Drink vitamins and rub oil in it. It grows from this. Listen here. At the face, I would, of course, cut a little. Let me do it. I feel it.
Please, maybe not.
Don't be afraid. I'll do everything here, okay? Oh, my good girl. Listen. What a ragged line you get. It's super great.
I'm going for the hair clipper. I'm like, for what? Hair clippers? Oh, Mummy. I got a haircut. I understand that I have a great, in my opinion, haircut. Well, of course, everyone was worried about who would have what cut off and who would have what dyed. They all tease me. They say that I'll be bald. I'm very worried about it. I wouldn't like to be. Now that I've looked at all the girls, I'm starting to get nervous. Why are you crying? Because I got all my hair burned. Where do you see that? Why? Everything is dry. If they lighten it up again, they'll fall off altogether. Yes, it'll happen. Well, everything is okay with them. Only they're cut off. I have my natural silky hair. In my opinion, I howled the most at this transformation of today's task. Listen, I have a feeling that they made fun only of me. Transformation is ugliness. No one is like that. No one. They didn't do that to any one of them. I thought they decided to laugh at me there, make a freak of me or something. Girls who came up, Evgenia, it looks cool on you. Knows what's in my head, but I've not got high expectations.
While the first batch of participants undergo the haircut and dyeing process, the rest of the girls are languishing in anticipation of their fate and wondering what awaits them.
I think it's unlikely that they will do a short haircut. What I wouldn't want is some bright colours. Well, ultra green, red, purple. Wow, this is how it will be then.
Let's start. Give me the scissors, my friends. You, most importantly, do not worry. This is for you, by the way, as a keepsake. Here you go.
Here. What kind of is this? Healthy, normal, undyed, long hair. What kind of moron came up with the idea to cut this off? Can you please tell me? Now all I have to do is win the show. Become a winner and change my job. Become the best plus-size model. By the way, does anyone need hair? Nobody wants to buy it?
Layla Omar, Absolutely deliberately I did this because she has this Romanian gypsy hot origin. I hope she gets used to her story too. She's become younger. This is very important.
I thought they would make me bald so I wouldn't show off. Well, I was so cool, surprised. Everyone was surprised. Well, I also think that everyone hoped that after they took off my curls, I would have a meager amount of hair there. But I have good hair of my own. Therefore, I think that everyone was pleasantly surprised after the removal.
The participants, over whom the magic wand of Igor Stoyanov's employees have finished working, go straight to the makeup artists. And then, with excitement and impatience, the girls want to see their new looks. Let's go. Well, meet yourself.
Oh, wow. Very cool. At first, when I saw myself in the mirror, I was shocked. I thought I looked like who knows what. Well, when I still had my color before they dyed it. After they did my makeup and corrected everything, did the styling, I was just stunned. And I took my hair because the girls could cast a spell against me.
After the girls have received the new looks, they go on a photo shoot. The portfolio will be created by the famous fashion photographer Ivan Shevchuk. He has worked with Anna Sedakova, Vlad Lisovets, Monatique, Irina Gorbacheva, and other stars. And today, the participants of the XL model project will appear in front of the lens of his camera. This is fashion photographer Ivan Shevchuk. He will now shoot snapshots for you, which will be useful to use in the future. What are snapshots? I'll try to explain it to you. A model may not always be present at a live casting. When there's Fashion Week in Paris, New York, and so on, she cannot be in several cities at the same time, and your booker, the person who guides you, brings your snaps and gives them to the casting managers, based on which you then go to live castings. It is these photos that the jury board will evaluate. You're in good hands. Ivan, direct. I'll help you.
I will try my best, thanks.
Get in the shot. Look, we're taking portraits of you to capture the result of the transformation. I'll take a shot and you just change in some basic way. You can turn a little, you can tilt your head a little. In my opinion, she turned out to be more feminine. Take your hands off. Without hands, yeah. Don't throw your head back. Not such a serious look. Come on.
Holy hell!
Look into the camera. Work with Vanya. Interact. Don't pull up your lips. Excellent. Great. Well done. Yes, I think we have it.
Oh my god! Well, this is unexpected. Something new.
The blonde look that we made for Sasha is not only fashionable and trendy, but it's also the look of a strong woman. Lower the head. Chin. Take it here. Yeah. Alina was in for a surprise. For her, this is a totally unexpected transformation. Well, Alina, rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
For her, it will be a new self, a new reality.
God, that's cool. After seeing myself in the mirror, I thought, wow, I'm such a cool girl. The first thought that came to my mind was that I'm a world model. What strong photos I have. Girls, be afraid, be afraid. Alina is on her way.
Well, meet the new Elena.
It's not me. Beautiful, I like it. Such a French woman. The look is completely new to me. I've never been like this. They emphasize my long neck, my individual style, my features. I'm somehow different, somehow more real. I may have tried to hide behind my hair somehow. For real? Can I get out of the chair?
Yes.
Wow. Really, hair color changes the inner sense of self. That's cool. I really liked it.
This way. Here. Don't work with your hand. Very good. I have it. Nice. Fine. Well done, really.
When they turned me, I said, wow, because I like it. That is, I'm really, really obsessed with this color, length, and it suits me very well.
Lower the face a little. Hold your neck. Well done. Good. Well done.
I've never dyed my hair, but I really like it.
A little kinder in the eyes. Satisfied eyes.
How do you like me? I was stunned myself, I swear to God, listen. Turned to the mirror and I was like, oh, even now I can't speak. When I saw myself together with makeup, of course, it was fire.
When you twist your neck in relation to the body, you immediately have these folds. You breathe through your mouth. The bottom of the face is not straining. You have a very good cheekbone line, and one side is working and the other side is working. Very good. You can lower your chin a little, yeah. And this way, awesome.
At the upcoming jury council, my transformation, of course, will play into my hands. Because Nikolai was always noted my long neck, and my hairstyle today only emphasizes it.
But not all the participants are delighted with the transformation and their looks.
I'm uncomfortable because I like the wow effect and then the effect.
Yes.
Today was a shock and stressful for me. Firstly, it is difficult with my work. I dance, and I need my hair for a stage look. I'm not used to seeing myself like this in the mirror. I realized that my hair is dead.
The girls will be evaluated by the jury according to these photos, and as a result, someone will leave the show. Now comes the most crucial moment of today's program. All participants in chic dresses with new hairstyles and makeup will appear before the judges. The judges will evaluate how well the transformation went, and most importantly, whether the girls did a great job in the photo shoot.
Colleague, the recruitment for the project is almost finished. And now we face a difficult task, to choose 12 girls from 13. We had a lot of arguments at the casting. Of course, each of us has our favorite and maybe favorites, but let's agree right away. To judge honestly and objectively. Is everyone ready? Hooray! I want to call Alina first. Completely different person. Hello. Hello? Well, first of all, she became such a fashion. She became fashionable.
I wanted to make an ultra-sharp, fashionable image. You have the right cheekbone line, you have emphasized your mouth-watering, sensual, as they say, lips. A very bright complexion contrasted with your whitened Asian face. I really like it. And why did you make these curls today and not leave with what Koila gave you yesterday?
Today I wanted to be a doll, and dolls always have curls. Well, it seems to me that all straight-haired people want curls.
Yesterday you were special. Today you're just different.
You need to listen to professionals and listen to their advice. They will definitely not advise you badly. You're a beautiful girl who probably today is...
Yes. Like everybody else.
Keep going, sexy. Why are you walking like a locomotive? Ta-dun, ta-dun, ta-dun. My love. I was in a strange stupor. Everything seems to have stopped and I don't hear any sounds. I'm like, didn't I pass? How?
Alina goes to worry and wait for the decision of her fate behind the scenes. The officer's wife, Elena Pashtuk, is invited to the podium.
Hello, Alina. Hello. How you've changed. I didn't recognize myself. I'm completely different.
Elena, how do you feel about this new haircut? What's inside you?
I feel like I've been transformed, starting a new life. Your biggest problem is your mouth. Are you learning to cope with it? Yes, I do exercises.
Very often, many models and ordinary people have such problems when there's a spasm of the muscle.
That's why, not because circular muscles of the mouth.
Yes, not because Elena is angry, because this is a feature of this particular participant. When you're putting your mouth together like this a little bit.
I call them chicken ass.
Absolutely, that's right.
But I think in this photo, the problem is not with the mouth, but with the chin. Having such a beautiful oval face to take and spoil it with a second chin coming out is an unforgivable oversight. And when you take pictures, well, it's not Elena's mistake. The photographer could have done that. It was Elena's mistake. Look here, can I do one experiment?
Of course.
Here is Elena posing for a photo. Can I touch your face? You should understand that on your perfectly beautiful face, your main problem is in this area. It can ruin everything. It protrudes a little, but it's superfluous there. Therefore, always a little bit. Even if you look from under your brows, pull it. Or do it like Katya. Do you remember what she told you? Swallow it. Yes, learn to swallow. The Katya's
It's
secret.
Katya's secret, yeah?
Yes, that's it. You just need to learn, yes, to work with this zone. I don't think she will pass today. But most of all, I want you to smile. Of course, this is necessary.
I look into Elena's eyes all the time.
I also really like her eyes.
Beautiful eyes. And raise your eyes a little higher than the bridge of your nose. And see? Another look. And smiling.
Igor, if we had a nose bridge contest, she would undoubtedly have won. She would have been the first in the nose bridge contest, but we have to look at her as a whole. Thank you very much. Go backstage.
Thanks.
Thanks. Goodbye. It must be Elena Pastuk, with her heavy gaze and with her heavy delivery. Somehow I don't see her as a model or anything.
And do the judges see Evgenia Tupikova from Targil as a model?
Wow. Okay. Hello, what a surprise. Well, she's a skinny worm. I don't know why she's on this project at all. A worm? Yeah, she's skinny. She's not our type. You know, after your unneeded length disappeared, you've got just a real oval face. Keira Knightley made millions on this. Oh, such a beautiful, wide-cheeked face.
Not in rubles. I'm glad that with these changes we have found a completely different participant, because you were typeless to me. I understood that this was definitely not a story about some interesting shooting. and now have a cool, finished character.
And I think she has become even more audacious.
I wanted it.
Because Tajil rules. I highlighted all my cheekbones, all my neck, collarbones, and shoulders. Well, they say it's good. Dariana, you're next. Ooh. What an interesting macaroon is coming to us. Cake.
Hello.
Hello. Cake? But I don't like the dress, honestly. The dress just fades into the background. I wonder what they will say. Quiet, quiet. A cardinal transformation. How did you survive it all? The first 3 hours were very hard on me. What I see in the photo, yes, honestly, I don't really... Well, I'll be honest. But what I see now, when it's a little more voluminous, I really like it. But at first, with such a haircut, your face has become narrower because the short hair covered up all the unnecessary volume. Small, short facial hair, it kind of does contouring. That's the thing that all beauty bloggers do with brushes and shadows. In your case, this effect is done by short facial hair. But I don't like the double chin in the photo again. And these glances from under your brows, forget about them. Throw them in the trash. You should look for others. Just stand in front of the mirror and rehearse your best angle.
I wish you good luck and hope you wear your new look and style with dignity.
Thank you very much. I'm not happy with the photo. I can do better, much better. Look, second chin, narrowed lips, everything, everything. Simply everything. I think this is the worst photo in my career. Next, I invite Leila Omar here. Hallelujah, blonde.
Hello.
So, you cut off your hair? They cut it off my hair. Cut off cruelly. Well, aren't you happy about it? Well, of course.
Complain then. Who cut it off? Who is this adversary?
Who cut it off? Nicholas? Nikolai Ovchennikov is a
I'm a
great
Vetchkin,
stylist.
but okay. Well, after you did it.
Now it's you. Know who you are.
Ovchinnikov.
Was that your hair? My own hair, yes. 50 centimeters of undyed hair. How much? 50. And it looked, to be honest, like extensions. It wasn't stylish, and I liked everything about you. Except your hairstyle when you came to us. It even annoyed me. That's it, and now it's super. Well, is she also shaking for her hair? When she dances, her hair is an element of her dancing. That's why she worries so much.
Your hairstyle is just another hypostasis. You need to get used to this too.
So you're 34 years old now, and you now look much younger than your age. Before this, only your swimsuit returned to your 34 years. The perky one, not Mickey, but Maxi Mouse. I think that women after 30, well, sometimes after 30, should stop dyeing their hair black.
I will support Nikolai, because from the fatal woman you got used to, you have become different. You've become expensive. And I congratulate you on this. Good luck. Thanks. Go backstage.
I'm an expensive woman, so now I'm changing my profession. Retiring from dancing, becoming a world plus-size model, winning this TV project, so everything is fine. It's all good. It's all fine. Wow.
Now we see Valeria multiplied by 4.
It's such a beautiful retro style. Very beautiful.
It's okay, the story when Valeria got into the shot, and that photo you see there, was the first shot the photographer took.
I really like it. How do you feel about this style? It's very cool. I really like the style. I liked the test with Pavel because he pulled this energy, sexuality out of me. So if it wasn't for Pavel, this photo wouldn't exist. Well, I don't think so, and there would be no such luck. Many consider her their competitor here. Raise your hand who considers Valeria their competitor. I consider her a competitor. I do. Not a memorable face at all. She has commercial appearance. Commercial. I think so too. She's been shooting for a long time. She's holding up well. She's awesome in the photos.
We're in love. Well, with your look for sure. And will the judges also fall in love with the look of Violetta Melnikova?
Wow. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. And how are you? Are you Violetta? Yes. Melnikova? Yes. And where is the previous Violetta Melnikova? She was simply killed. I was worried that I would be bald with absolutely no hair. She swore through every word. She didn't swear. She did, like hell. She's poisonous, that's it. Moreover, there are adults standing there. It hurts even my ears. I think it turned out to be a good story. You could have done better.
In general, Violetta was converted from rubles to euros.
Tried converting, and then we converted you. It turned out to be very European, not at all a Russian girl. But now you're just going backstage. Thanks. Thanks.
Thanks.
Well there, everyone envies me for sure. Probably they were discussing me just now.
Victoria Hasanova, come to the podium.
Hello? Hello.
Victoria has become such a Hollywood diva.
Thanks.
So Hollywood. International, I would say.
Bollywood?
Well, practically.
Hollywood, Bollywood? I think this Hollywood image is spoiled by a nose ring again. Why did you put it on? I've already taken it off
Well,
once.
this is Bollywood.
She said that she did not want to work but wanted to live at a man's expense. Of a man? Well, she hasn't been working for 5 years. What does she live on? Her man supports her. Look, I have photos before and after, right? It's as simple as they say in Odessa, two big differences. First of all, there is an unfortunate angle in before. It's from the bottom, that's it, a little heavy. And then look, it's not like you're 25 years old. You're not even 20 years old in this photo. So she may think that it will be so easy for her to be a model. She was invited, she came out, she was photographed. She's like, well, she was invited out when she wanted to come. She stamped her foot and said, that's it, I'm a star and here I go. It seemed that her age actually increased. Now I've seen the picture, honestly I'm shocked, yes. Victoria, can I give you some advice? Of course. Emotions just be visible in the eyes, in the lips. Right now, for example, there is an emotion in the lips. It was gnawing seeds and something got stuck. That's it. I want to get right in there and dig something out. It's not an emotion. These are lips that you have not worked on and a face that, well, in fact, does not express much emotion. You just don't know me yet.
Thank you very much. Go backstage.
Thanks. You don't want to work? Then why do you want to be a model? To sit at home with this statuette and not work? What the hell are you saying at all? Everything is being filmed. What the hell? Well, if you're interested in my opinion, I could not find myself in life until this moment. I love myself so much that I can't spend my time working. Yes, my boyfriend provides for me. If modeling is my job, I will do it because it is interesting to me. That's all. Sabina, we're waiting for you. Ooh. Have you passed our casting? Yes. You said that something was confusing you. Yes, something was confusing. I didn't understand what, but now I remember. Well, I remembered that woman, but I don't recognize her yet, honestly. Definitely younger.
You're so awesome. Just shining. Yes, wonderful in life.
I had no doubt that the professionals would do their job. Well, perhaps colleagues, I will put a fly in the ointment.
Sure.
Here in the photo, there's no awesome effect. Confused as if you've gone to take a passport photo. Terrible photo. Oh no. I don't like it either. Disgusting photo. No, terrible.
Sabina had such an interesting story. She apparently relaxed, as they say. She liked so much that as the team was running around her, doing her makeup, she was lying in the sink. Then at the moment when it was time to work in the shot, we really wanted you to give it at least some emotion. At the very beginning of our transformation, I said that you are like a blank sheet of paper. So I got a blank sheet of paper, and at the end, I got a blank sheet of paper again.
Yes, I see. It's not interesting.
If I met this person, I wouldn't want to ask them anything. I wouldn't want to talk to them about anything. We made a form. Fill it with content.
Okay.
You look great. And I think that the task that Nikolai set you was to pay attention, to make yourself in such a way so that people in all senses would fall for you when they saw your look. You have it now. You're cool. And I congratulate you.
Thanks, okay. Thanks.
Thanks. Looks great.
Cool in real life, but terrible in the photo. Well, a really bad picture, yes. I don't know if they'll kick me out or not. I think not, of course, because you could evaluate someone by one photo. And I invite Bogdana Samolenka here. Wow.
Your shoes are uncomfortable?
Yes, they slide down the podium.
You're walking very badly. If you remember, we took off the curls.
Oh, yes. Of course we remember. No one had such curls. We were also very afraid that when they were removed, Bogdana would lose her features.
So what do you think now?
I think she's got a new feature. She's become a completely different person. I thought when they took off her dreadlocks, there would be 3 hairs left. I told her that. It seems to me that the black color still ages her very much. But her dress is awesome.
Here you're standing now, your face is pursed up. What's the matter? Are you shy? Are you tired? Are your shoes too tight? Try to relax your face.
What didn't you like? Did they emphasize the eyes? Did they remove this pile of hair? What are you upset about? I was a little tense about the eyes. That is, to me, you have huge eyes. And what about your eyes here? I really don't understand what's wrong with them.
She really wanted us to do eye makeup.
Well, probably yes. I think it's a habit because there is no experience of such photo shoots. Of course, there is a certain process in my head about how it should happen. And it just didn't happen. And you were straining about the eyes, but you didn't get the lips and chin. That's the strangeness.
It's just that you have so much highlighted, and in general, you have such a facial architecture that the emphasis on them is not needed. Try to exhale. Try to stop playing this theatricality, this huge hair. These eyes were too much makeup. You're called by nature. Nature gave it to you.
Thanks. We're sending you backstage and we'll think about what's next. Thank you very much, thanks.
Go ahead. Bye, Bogdana.
Because I have no experience, I have not yet learned how to connect. Probably I have not learned to understand what is needed at all. It's my first experience. It's not a big deal.
It remains for the judges to evaluate the new looks of the 3 girls. And now, Alexandra Konyakina is standing in front of them.
Alexandra, amazing changes. Yes, I'm 24. I've never dyed my hair in 24 years and I haven't cut anything below my shoulder blades. Therefore, it was a shock for me. Igor supported me. Yesterday, I was just under the effect. Effect. Under the effect is today. Sorry, we're under it. It's just on fire. It's very impressive. It's like she's 15 years old on the screen, right? I wouldn't say that. On the contrary, there's a good 30 there.
Excellent.
You've got an absolutely Western face. You don't look like a village girl anymore. It's stylish, it's modern, it's youth. It's absolutely appropriate for your age. The photo, I think, could have been done better, but it's not bad. It's not the best, but it's not bad. I say that I am the most beautiful and that besides Valeria, I don't see a competitor.
Elena Terakina, we're waiting for you on the podium.
Okay. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Dimples with this hairstyle have become even more visible. I'm very happy.
Right now, when I look at you frontally, you remind me of this scene with Sharon Stone where she's sitting in the chair like this.
And I even partially felt like Marilyn Monroe. An overestimated self-esteem is better than an underestimated one.
That's for sure.
But I would like a little more volume here. And maybe, yes, straight, but voluminous. And for some reason, I'm so interested to see what would happen with bangs. Fortunately, there are such opportunities now. Bangs don't suit me. There is a bang shop on Kutuzovsky, you know. Is the ad coming?
I even think it's called Bang's World.
Bang's World, do you understand? Not to be confused with the Bee's World.
It's very difficult for you to respond to commands, both mine and the photographer's. It's very difficult for you to work with the lower part of your face. Well, that is, the mouth is tense all the time. That's it. And a smile like this. Whatever emotion you want to portray to me, you have the emotion but with a frozen mouth. You're just the perfect model because we can try a lot of things on you.
You just had a great idea for me. Your team, your guys, they really care, and how you took care of me. It's really simple: tea for someone, coffee for someone. He even managed to do a massage for someone. It's just a huge thank you. It was very comfortable with you.
Good luck. Thanks. And the last participant on the podium is Yana Sedakova. Yana is the darkest horse of our project. Yana, please forgive me. I don't make big bets on you.
Looking at this photo, I was stunned. It's incredibly strict, beautiful, such noble sexuality without a gram of vulgarity, without playing a sexy kitten. These incredible juicy lips. Your heavy jaw in this photo. I scolded all the girls that their chins are visible. That's a perfect posing.
The second is not visible, the most important
The second
thing.
one is not visible, but the first one is luxurious. Listen, Yana, I really like the photo and everything that happened. But do you know what I personally would like to change? The 74D effect on your eyelashes. It makes you look so much heavier. I want her eyelashes to be removed, her nails removed, and then she should be normal. I agree. Support. I fully support it. I would have increased it too. Who stopped you? Bogdana has extended eyelashes. A model should not have eyelashes. It is necessary to add maximum femininity. I absolutely agree with Katya. Yana, thank you very much. Thanks. Go backstage.
The jury voiced its opinion to the participants, forcing many to worry about their future fate in the project. Finally, the moment of truth has come and the judges, after conferring, are ready to announce their decision to the girls. Which one of them will continue to participate in the show, and who will leave right now?
Girls, we have discussed your work. I have 12 photos in my hands, and there are 13 of you here. One participant will leave our project today. The rest will move into a luxurious mansion to continue the fight for the title of the XL model. Now we will determine the best participant for this week. She will be entitled to a special position in the house. And this, believe me, is a very good advantage.
A chic mansion is located in an elite village near Moscow. It has all the amenities, a swimming pool, hammam, and gym. All the girls will live together, except for the best participant of the week. She will have her own VIP room with a double bed, a separate bathroom, and most importantly, her photo will decorate the hall in front of the main staircase.
So, the best one this week is Valeria Nechayeva. I was surprised that it was her photo that was the best. I thought that there were more beautiful photos. Thanks. Hold your photo. I'll remind you that you were almost kicked out. Yes. And now, the best. Take your place. Thanks. Hooray! I didn't expect it, honestly. Because I was almost kicked out in the morning, and then once, and that's it. I'm the best model of the week. And one who showed herself amazingly. Yana Sedakova. Participant Yana, she had just a wonderful transformation. She was given a luxurious, expensive look and she just blossomed with new colors. Thanks to a good photo, we are ready to give her another chance. Victoria Hazanova. Come to me, I have your photo. Thanks. You're in the project. Thank you very much. Go to the others. This girl has the brightest transformations. Eugenia, it's about you. Eugenia, I think she's crazy, and this purple shade is so very cool. For a very bright transformation and a unique ability to pose with her lips. Violetta has already realized that this photo is hers. Thanks. I will go on to victory. I came here with a focus on results. I want to become a model. I want to get a contract. Therefore, I will work, and work again. The chance to become a model for this girl has become more real. Leila, you're on the project. Thanks. Elena. Don't let me down. You just stood there and worried the most. I think your nerves are already giving out, but I have your photo. Thanks. Go ahead. The next photo will go to a girl who is still afraid to show her emotions. Alexandra, I hope we will see these emotions now. Me? Thanks. You're in the project. Thanks. The next photo belongs to a girl who at first hated her new look with all her heart. And now I think she has fallen in love with it just as much. Dariana, this speech is about you. Thank you very much. You're in the project. Elena Pastuk. Thank you very much. I'm very happy. I have only 2 photos left, and there are 3 of you, and I can see how you are all worried. One of you is definitely tired of waiting. I have your photo. Thanks. Bogdana is Sabina. There are 2 of you. I have only 1 photo. Bogdana, you have a huge potential to participate in our project. More precisely, you had, in my opinion, you had one of the brightest looks. You definitely didn't look like any of the other girls who wanted to participate in the casting. You are a very creative and interesting person. You are very suitable in terms of parameters. But the biggest problem is that you are not organic, and your photo has disappointed us very much. Sabina, there is no doubt that you look much brighter than when you appeared at the casting. You look much more interesting, much more spectacular. But after such a phenomenal transformation, it seems to me that you have closed even more. You have hidden all your emotions so deeply that we can't even understand if they exist. And the photo we saw is just terrible. It's incredibly difficult. I don't think any of you would want to be in my place right now, but a show is a show. Well, girls, I have a photo in my hands, and you are madly eager to find out who is on it. I don't think there was ever a greater curiosity in your life. Of course, I did not expect that Bogdana would be in the last two. Because I think she's so ambitious, so charismatic. Photo of the participant who remains in the project. Is you, Bogdana. Thanks. Thanks. Sabina, thank you so much for being with us. For the fact that you have overcome some barriers in yourself. For the fact that you agreed and, in principle, still, quite boldly, you took on this task, this experiment. All the best. Goodbye. Goodbye. I won't be rooting for anyone. For my taste, there is no participant here who would conquer me in my heart. Well, we're waiting for you girls tomorrow at the XL Model House. Welcome to the project. Thanks!
So all the tests of today have been passed. According to its results, 12 participants are being sent to the house. Here are the names of the girls who will continue to fight for the title of the main plus-size model of Russia. Singer Alina Sarsengelieva, the wife of an officer, Elena Pashtuk, Evgenia Tupikova from Tagil, size blogger Daria Yatsenko, the dancer Layla Omar, Russian Kim Kardashian Violetta Melnikova, kickboxer Valeria Necheva, Oriental beauty Victoria Hasanova, hermaphrodite Yana Sakova, Cinderella from St. Petersburg Elena Terakina, basketball player from Matichi Alexandra Konyakina, and the ideal wife Bogdana Samulenko. Every week, one participant will leave the project. And the one whom the judges recognize as the winner, according to the results of all the tests, will receive the main prize, a contract with the Swiss international modeling agency, Metro Modeling Agency. They will also become the face of the new collection of Anfisa Chakova's brand, and they will receive a special gift, a trip to sunny Croatia. In the next program, participants come into the house and conflicts immediately arise.
Aren't you afraid to get a response?
Who will be shocked by the rules of living in the mansion?
And if it goes like this, leave the project or something. What else is left?
Masterclass from Anfisa Chakova. What is the most advantageous position for a photo shoot?
I have prepared 4 poses for you.
A test by fire and water from a real Hollywood star. Continue to work. Participants in the market. How much does beauty cost? I'll call you a pumpkin. What are you laughing at? The first council of judges. Who will continue to participate in the show?
2 girls worked extremely poorly this week.
Watch in exactly 1 week.